Hello, and here we are with another OmegaBolt plays. This is another game from my perspective, and it's a 1v1 on one of the new maps in the new competitive game mode. It's me against AdmiralPit. I'm playing as Soviet Russia, and he's playing as the United Kingdom on the map Midnight Lagoon, and which is, you know, it was vaguely based on the StarCraft 1 map, but not explicitly. But that's has the same name, and the layout's kind of roughly based on it. And like I said, this is from one of the new game modes, which is called competitive, and it's basically a game mode with a very limited map pool and enforced options that's meant to make playing kind of serious 1v1 games easier, so you don't have to like troll through so many maps. The maps are you know, carefully picked to try and be the best for competitive games, and a bunch of new maps were made for this mode, although they're available in other modes too, but they were made for this, and this is one of them. So I want to kind of try and you know, push forward a kind of competitive, particular style of play for competitive games that I, you know, kind of always wanted in Red Resurrection. Part of the reason why, you know, a number of the units are the way they are and why the game plays like it is was for a particular competitive feel, which is what I enjoy most in RTS, is some competitive stuff. And this is one of the new maps. As you can see, there's a fair chunk of ore at the player base, but it does run out. So it is best to expand, especially because there are some nice gems there and the artillery bunkers to capture. I'm just trying to scout more of his base with another dog, because I didn't manage to do that good a job before. And I'm going to try something here. This is the first time I think I played multiplayer on this map though, so got to kind of work things out. I'm not sure how successful it'll be, but there is the lagoon in the middle, the swampy area, which can only be passed by amphibious units. Can't build a navy in there, but amphibious units can obviously cross, so it becomes an area that's more active later in the game, which is one of the ideas behind this map. So obviously T3 you get destroyers and grinders that can go across the middle of the map. And suddenly an area that was once automatically defended is now kind of vulnerable. But trying to do a little attack with some crazy Ivans and some engineers as well, because they are amphibious in the mod. But I'm not sure if he's spotted that already, because I think he did scout some of my base with the dog. Not sure how much. Got some Scorchers coming in though. And he does have a robot tank there, so I guess maybe he did predict what I was going to do, but I did manage to take out the robot tank. Cost me a couple of Scorchers though. Do have a barracks ready as well to place down. Am I going to get in? I am. So I placed down the barracks. What I should have had ready though, because he manages to take out the refinery and then he's got some dogs, so yeah, not unfortunately not successful. I'm hopefully holding out for the battle bunker, but they defenses build very slowly in this mod, so I nearly placed it. It was just blocked by something frames away, but it wouldn't have done much. So actually that attack, it's definitely a strategy that could work on this map, although, you know, people expect it, then they can just build some anti-infantry, I guess. Kind of stop it, but could have worked better planning if I'd build a battle bunker earlier. And don't know what I'm doing there, but some infantry. Accidentally selected my war miner there, which I just saw, which is annoying. It's definitely good that in later games they made it so that a mass selection wouldn't include miners. Because I don't think I didn't even tell the miners to go back to harvesting, so that's no good. He's got a Harrier out already because he's playing as the UK, so they have a lot of ammo. And there's my miner just doing bugger all. But I am moving out here to try and secure the this area, and going the aircraft route. Little flat cannon though, so his Harriers will have to be a little scared. Otherwise, he could just probably take out miners pretty easy. AdmiralPit is not expanding very much, but he is. I think it is the first time he's played the map as well, and he's, you know, as he will endlessly tell you, he's not not the best as the allied countries. I'm trying to fend him off. Oh, he did capture the barracks that I left there, and he has got some flak troopers in those IFVs, so they are pretty good artillery, but I wouldn't say they're the best against an army, really. They're pretty powerful against buildings, and they can be okay against infantry, but there's just, you know, too many, and the splash damage isn't perfect. But we do have robot tanks, which are very good against hordes of infantry. And grenadiers too, so that's lots of anti-infantry splash damage there. But I have a crane already. I want to get those gems, I think, and you know, boost up my economy. Well, he sent his Harriers over, and I guess maybe just forgot about them. Not too sure, but I do have a Rykov, although that would die to the Harriers pretty quick. But it will also do a little bit of damage. The flak troopers are the best, I guess, because they're infantry, so obviously Harriers are not very effective against them. I'm not sure this is the best. Well, what do I do with this? Ah, yeah, maybe I try and hope that I can kill the flak troopers, but he's got some rocketeers, so definitely not worth it. He's trying to move around, but the artillery, even though it's inaccurate, so if they're moving, they don't do a great job of hitting them, but they do some damn good damage when they do hit, so you want to be careful. And I'm out of money, because I only have 2 miners. Whee! Excuse me, I got 2 miners there at my base, but I do have 1 now on the gems, so we're going to be moving 1 over as well, so we're going to start to rake in the cash. Got some flax coming around. Oof, ow, trying to take out the artillery, but they have to kind of stand still to do that, so they would get demolished, honestly. That building is garrisoned. I think it's just some infantry though, not too sure. I think one thing, probably Pitt shouldn't be focusing too much on me actually, maybe expanding in the other direction. I think he has captured the artillery there, so I guess he is thinking about it. But expanding for the Allies isn't as easy. Well, sort of. The Soviets get an extra ability to expand with the outpost, so they don't need to build an MCV, but the Allied MCV is a little cheaper than the Soviet one, so... And I would say that MCVs are just better, obviously, than the outpost. Some SAS sneaking through, but I do luckily have war miners, as the Soviets, so nice little free defense there. Going to try and use my Sukhoi. And take out that house, just to make the area a little clearer, especially for my infantry. Going in, but that's a lot of grenadiers, and they've just been drugged, so run the hell away. I think I try and sneak in though with these hammers, take out the refinery. Maybe also try and take out the artillery. Look at the grenadiers, man. The look at that. The drugged grenadiers are freaking crazy. Kind of just gotta run and wait for it to wear off. I think I did take out the refinery though, but and I've gotten too close to the artillery, so it can't fire at me. I'm not sure. Does he have another refinery? I guess he does. So I think he's doing okay. On the back foot, but not the end of the world just yet. Got some IFVs out. Never a bad choice for the Allies. And I am on tier 3 now. Oh, I brought some dogs as well, which is not bad for clearing out infantry, particularly, you know, Guardian GIs. I think those grenadiers are going to clean up though, which is very good against groups of infantry. I'm building a cybernetics core, one of Russia's abilities. They can transform basic infantry like conscripts into cyborgs, which are almost like infantry tanks, basically. Whoop. Sneaking through though. Set some liberties to try and take out those Scorchers, but looks like he kind of got distracted and let my Scorchers run through. Just playing very aggressive here, trying to take out the other refinery, but still want to avoid those Rocketeers because they do decent damage if you fly through them. 1 health on that refinery. Lost a Sukhoi, but Grinder sneaks in, finishes the job. Look at those grenadiers. Luckily, well, I've got my war miners, which is kind of the only salvation here, but he is running through. He's going to try and take out my tech lab. I just sell it because honestly, there's no way I was going to save it. Looks like he's trying to go for the Sukhoi as well, but can fly off and do an attack. Finish those grenadiers with the Grinder, and then send the Grinder across the water. And yeah, our pit's pretty done. I'm not sure if he has any money. He has no refineries, so he's going to have to. You can rebuild because the construction yards do provide periodic funding, but Jesus, those Harriers. I'm not sure if they even took anything out though. Maybe split up their attack too much. Not too sure. Or they weren't fully reloaded. But just going to keep the pressure on now. Basically, the gems are gone, but I've kind of spent the money fairly well. Got new Soviet man. Use it. Didn't get that many cyborgs, but not bad either. And there's an SAS guy, and I don't have that much anti-infantry, but do have war miners. Don't think he even got a bomb off there. Not sure what he was targeting, but finished him off. Got the tier 3 back up. And he does have his refinery back up, but hopefully not for long. I'm not sure if 4 Sukhoi will just take it out though. Guess we'll find out. Nope. Whoa! Look at that save. There we go. Took some hits, but didn't take any losses, luckily. Because they are expensive. I think he's following them with the Harriers though until they land. Which is very tricksy, but he's pulled his IFVs away, so I go back in for the bombing run. No, 4. Okay, I guess 4 Sukhoi does take out a refinery. I don't know. Took a couple of and AdmiralPit surrenders. GG.